Hi guys, welcome to Friggin' Jeep. My name's John and gonna do some talking about totes and tops for totes and totes for tots. I don't know. Anyhow, this is how I do it. Everybody's got their different ways. Some of them make them little cone heads and some make them this and that. And you can do it any way you want. I needed this string anyway. This is the totes I just had up at the house. Anyhow, if you cut the top out of them, or just cut it around this way, it only fits inside. But if you do your measurements, I think, I've never really measured it before. Let me get a tape. If you get a tape, this is, let's see, about 37 by 46. But if you come this way, it gets taller. It's 42. So instead of cutting it around this way, cut it around this way. So you're going to be cutting the lid in half. And don't cut these little things off because they're good to hold on to. Now the other thing that I do, I can't see if you guys are in here or not because I just don't know where I'm at, but I'm going to try to get there. I bought a bunch of 1/8" nylon cord. Okay, also, I forgot, I also put runners up like this so there's no moisture trapped up at the top. It goes in and also makes it a little easier to go on, and also makes it a little bit of a spread out when it goes on. But I got 1/8" rope and I tie a fixed knot here and then a little knot here, and then when I go to throw them over the thing, which I'll get to in a second, I also take these bars here that were here and I move them over here because that keeps these more stable, number one. You could stack them if you wanted to if you didn't put the lids on, number two. Not that that was my thing, but what I do is I stack when I get to the last rail, which you can see here. Here's how these knots are. You can just undo them that quick. This is a different rope though. This is Venetian blind cord, and it just doesn't work as good as that nylon. I can't pull that one loose. I was going to pull it loose and flip it over. This is a nylon one here. You can usually pull those loose. Doesn't look like I even got one in here. Well, you can see it gets water up there. I'll push this up there, but you can see how it keeps it real dry and that kind of stuff. But when I get to my last row up to here, then I stack them up this way here and make the wall go up higher, and therefore I get a full third of a cord without having to loop it, because these kind of like it flat on top. But then I can just, like I said, when you go to pull it down or put it over, these things here are handy to have. And you can, it's kind of caught in here because I got them so tight together. But they go over real good when they're nice and flat. And then this little string here, you can just wrap it around here wherever you want. Do a quick knot. I've done other videos on this, so some of this might be a repeat for people, but and they don't blow off either. And we've had some pretty good winds down here. But anyhow, that's the way I cut them. That's the way I redo this part here. So once I get to this level here, then I stand the thing up. Now my sticks are 18 inches where most people's are 16 inches, but you could build it up halfway, or I don't know, if you get it up too high, it's going to fall over, or you might try it without even putting those in there, but that just keeps these things a lot more sturdy. I cut the front of it open down to there. Some people, cut the whole front out. It's whatever you want to do. When you're in the lower section here, you're kind of committed to how long the pieces can be, so they'll fit one there and one there. My 18 inches fit in between there, and if I get a longer one, once I get up to where it's cut out, then it just sticks out a little bit. But for throwing them over, I got to get that rope off because I needed it up at the boiler anyway. Needed that. Holds my boiler door open. But you can just take these And I guess probably be better back to show you back here. Now mind you, your wood is up higher than it is now, so and they're not too hard to shake up over. Now what else I've done, so that's kind of it on the totes thing. I just cut them, you can see the lid there, I cut them around this way. But I also generally, I just didn't do it, just getting lazy or the rain coming in, is I store them on, I made a pallet, and the pallet is kind of high. You can see it's kind of high, so they hold on there. And I just throw them on the pallet. And then when I'm ready to start putting them back together or putting them back on, the strings are all there because I got a knot on the other side, remember? Okay, you got that knot, which is a fixed knot, and you just got a little knot here so it won't go through, so all the ropes are there, and then you just retie them on. Works out good. Anyhow, I hope you like that. Now I'm going back to the little sawmill and saw a log. Four logs, as a matter of fact, so I'll put that on next. So I hope this helps you in the totes things. Now I guess you could, some of the times I'll stack the boards up here. This is I buy a lot of these racks here. If you can get them big enough for the right price, I'll buy them. And also a thing I've done on totes, if you're into the bag department, see, I got all these tied down, and this one here is up a little high. You know, it's probably moved around a little bit, but yeah, the wood stays dry. I take one totes, and you can cut, there's 6 sides on a square, and put them in here so water doesn't get down. If you're in the bag, do it with the bag method. So that keeps the water out of the center of it. I'm more concerned, any water that gets on the edges is really neither here nor there to me, because that's going to dry first anyway, but it's the water that would get down into the center and create an issue. So that's how I do the totes. I have 20 of them. I got about, I don't know, let's see, I might have about 8 of those, maybe more. I just bought some more. There's one there. I bought 4 more, so I might have more than 8 now. What I like best is my wood boxes. If you have a sawmill, the wood boxes are the way to go. I guess I'm getting carried away. If you got to have equipment to pick this stuff up, though. This wood box here, these wood boxes here are a little bit too big. That holds almost a cord. I think some of those hold like 9/10 of a cord or something like that. And they're built so it doesn't matter how hard the wood pushes, it's pushing against a board, which is this, so it could never push out, where these theoretically could push a board. I guess these can't either. Yeah, down there they could push a board out, where down here it couldn't. These hold 6/10 of a cord, and they are the perfect size. They got the space down the center. I'm sure you've been seeing me using those. I like that best. It fits in where I got it best. But we were making these. This was all just kind of experimental when Jeff and I made a bunch of these, and these things are all over. There's one here. There's a couple down in that barn. There's a couple over there. There's one there. They're kind of all over too, but this seems to be the best size. This one here is made out of a pallet. This one's 48 by 48 by 40, according to that. But what you can't see is all the wood underneath there. Now that was a rock pallet, so it's pretty heavy duty. All the wood under there is rotted, and I've had to change it, where when I make these now, all the base is made out of pressure treated wood. And I used to get that thrown away from places, and you just use that. So anyhow, that's a little bit more wood rack. But if you're into totes, that's how I would cut my lid for my totes. It's very easy, very simple. Stacks up nice after they're done. You know, whatever way you find the easiest, this might just be another little way for you to think about. So we're heading back to the sawmill. Meet you there. Bye-bye. Cutting for your tool. turn the noise off. I forgot the trim over there, guys. Why didn't you tell me about that one trim piece? I gotta get rid of this stuff anyway. The other minute was 10 minutes long, so we're up to about 30 minutes for the two videos. I'm trying to keep track of it. I know I go a little bit long because I jabber too much. But this one here, there we go. Let's see if we can get them roll closer to the designated area. If they don't fall off, I'm all right. Yeah, I need a little bit more room. I'll stack them up. Or not. Well, I'm getting board bound here. I'm going to stack these on those two piles back there, so I got to move that one over. So that's kind of miscellaneous nonsense. I'll see if I can get it done in 3 minutes. Probably won't happen. Get them so they're straight. Now you're just going to have my back. Oh, Lordy. These are actually kind of slippery. Now if I can get a couple of this pile over into that pile, but they won't want to roll next to the other ones because they just don't do that. The rollers will want to roll. I'll probably have to roll these back. It's hard to understand. But I can work them better here. There we go on that pile there. We can go on this pile here. Now, I'm going to roll that back. Now they both roll forward. You can't roll one without the other one rolling. That should be fine though. I got to do the one trim and one board, so I'm going to do that. But make it on another video. So we'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye.